Only played some Hogwarts Legacy not long ago, and I mean there's been some backlash once again. It stirred some heated reactions on both sides and reigniting kind of a debate that's happened in 2023 back when Pikami and Silvervale faced harassment for playing the same game. And this kind of ties into VShojo because Silvervale has, spoken about how difficult that time was very recently when the whole VShojo collapse was happening, and how she had, called Gunrun crying, and he just, they refused to help her and basically told her to suck it up and suggested that she was suspended. First it was Vivi, now it's Korone playing the Turf Potter game. HoloGP management has to step in and do something. No EN talent has ever played this game, and I do believe that their side of management also recommended them not to. Well, perhaps it's not worth the trouble, but doesn't Harry Potter have a trans voice actor in the game? And also like a queer relationship or a queer relationship option you can do? It's just a game. The game is not inherently transphobic. You can have that opinion about, J.K. Rowling, but she's the owner of the IP. There's all the people working on the game at the studio, devs, that need to be paid too. People that are working on the game. It's an entire economy. And you're kind of like punishing them by boycotting the game. They have nothing to do with this. Yeah, J.K. Rowling has nothing to do with the game. She might get like a little bit of royalty from it, but that's it. J.K. Rowling got a one-time payment for the game? Wait, for real? It's not even royalties? Well, then there's no argument. There's literally no argument. So J.K. Rowling has nothing to do with this game other than it's being called Harry Potter. All right. So this person says, lol, the Korone-loving genocide supporters are out, folks. Blocked with reckless abandon. Genocide supporters is crazy. If I can walk away from Korone, then so can everyone else. I idolized her. But even now, I know a fascist when I see one is such a crazy thing to say. Yeah, everybody's your biggest fan until, they disagree with you on something. Then suddenly it's like, oh, I used to be your fan. I loved your content. Sure, buddy. Haru Urara passed away. Rest in peace, Haru Urara. And Korone is being paid to play the transphobic Wizard game. Well, we've already, addressed the transphobic claims about the Wizard game, so I'm not going to repeat that, which is giving all the TERFs an excuse to be incredibly bigoted and hateful to everyone rightfully upset about it. Fuck today and fuck Hololive. All right, fuck Hololive is a little strong, buddy. So, I mean, yes, there's going to be some bigoted people jumping on the bandwagon. Since this is Blue Sky and it's actually safe to say this here, if you play this dogshit PS2 graphics for $70, well, TBH, the fact that it's $70 is like the biggest argument there. I hate AAA games for that. Turf genocide funding game and you get flack and bullied for it? I hold zero fucking sympathy for you. Cry about it, guarantee it's less than a sliver of what trans people go through daily. Showing a screenshot of, unsubscribing from Korone. Korone is scheduled to play the Turf Wizard game, unfollowed, unsubscribed. I make no exception. You support TERFs, it's over for us. No exceptions. It's not that hard to play a different fucking game. She's sponsored for it too. She's quite literally taking blood money for this. May her head roll, genocide supporter. Oh yes, and this person tweeted again trying to explain this bit. As if you could, oh, I didn't mean this as a threat. May her head roll. So I'm not aware of how this is tying to like genocide supporting, or like I suppose they mean Israel. That's a new controversy for me. I wasn't aware of that. I was just aware that people were upset from the trans stuff that J.K. Rowling did. Or does it all just go together now? It's like if you're one, then you're all of them. If you're transphobic now, you're automatically a genocide supporter too. Is that how it works? Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Or is there like a legitimate, source for this? They're all mixed up in a fries bag? I was like, maybe J.K. Rowling said something about the war that's added fuel to the fire recently. Also, Korone never bought the game, they paid her to play it. Yeah, basically she's taking money from them. Isn't that like, I don't know, better, technically? Yeah, but in this instance, she isn't getting money for each sale anyways, so she only got paid for license once. Yeah, true. True, so even even then, it doesn't matter. All right, let's see what Blue Sky is saying now. People will make excuses as if Japanese people, especially content creators, VTubers, are innocent little babies who don't know what trans people are. An entire country that don't got internet. Don't let them get away with that shit. She's just another cis person who doesn't care. Isn't she a corporate-owned VTuber though? The thing is, she may have been forced into it by her talent agency, and those talent agencies are kinda nasty towards the talents. Even more reason to not support her because you're then supporting corporate BS. To be clear, not an excuse, she's been popular enough for a while to be able to say no. But then she'd be forced to graduate, somebody else adds. And then Fusion Warrior comes in and say, then graduate with dignity is what I'd do. This person is like role-playing as Joan of Arc. They're going to war. Fusion Warrior is going to war. Yeah, we've seen what happens when the other super popular talents graduate. They go indie or join another studio and they get a re-debut and things go just fine. Gurasaba was literally the top VTuber and she's doing fine after walking away from them. Hell, you can't even trust the American agency, which just folded. Content creator agencies literally are toxic and you have almost no say in what you're allowed to do under them. Cue the defense of, she's Japanese, this drama does exist over there. She's under contract to play these games by Hololive, etc. You know how dumb people are gonna get about these defenses. Been seeing them all day. How disappointing. Seriously, there are so many games to stream today that are more fun and will get better engagement. And as a bonus, they don't enrich such a horrible excuse for a person. I wouldn't be surprised if it got ran into the ground because of Hogwarts Legacy, because it wouldn't be the first time that a VTuber got ran out from a game based on a book series that was made by a TERF. Cis gonna cis. Why is that? Why is being cis automatically bad? This is so close-minded. Korone is streaming the stupid fucking dumb fuck idiotic fucking stupid fucking TERF wizard game. Why did you have to fucking do that, Korone? Why, Korone? Why? Why must you do that? You know, people were pointing out that the like to dislike ratio is super low. There's more, including one guy in the screenshots that people have been pointing out in my comments that was exposed as a pedo. The guy in the first picture is an actual PDF file. Softendo SM Key is actually a serial sexual harasser and a pedo. Tons of receipt on Blue Sky, called that in the Sephira Donoma video, etc. Softendo SM Key got ousted from the Mario fan game community in 2019 due to sexually harassing multiple women. And he's still serially sexually harassing people today, more than half a decade later. Softendo harassed some girls on LB for months, describing how he wished he could have sex with them, involving fire for some reason. The fuck? And he kept begging for pictures to... I don't want to say that word that loud. When I got all of my dirty talk yesterday out, you know? That was yesterday. Today's a new Rima. When they said no, he threatened them and continuously made alts to harass them. He's not a cool guy at all. Oh, well, basically this dude with a lolly PFP started ghost pinging me in the Big Fish server until they sent me a private message in kawaii uwu, speak, and just generally making me uncomfortable. It doesn't help that they stated to be Softendo, a pyromaniac that got banned from the Super Mario Construct server for harassing some girls and telling them fantasies involving them and fire. I blocked him, as was indicated by the SMC server, and he deleted his DMs after I did so. The world is wild. I now expect something like this to happen again since people in the SMC server said that he has a bunch of hidden alts in there, and mentioning him in there just further motivates him. At least he's stupid enough to immediately say who he is. Either way, I'm a bit shaken up. Also use this as a PSA. Do not interact with Softendo at all costs. Oh, it's soft. I recommend blocking them. This sexualized post should be enough of a red flag. Block him. He's a very infamous user speaking for attention. He's banned from everywhere in our community, but he still lurks around. Oh. Nbinted also shared that. Sharing this again, he keeps orbiting my mutuals and pretending to care about social justice stuff to stalk me. He got blocked for posting about masturbating to me on 4chan. He still doesn't even remotely understand what was wrong with this behavior. How do they know he posted it on 4chan? It's anonymous though. Did he say it? That would be so fucking stupid. Please block Softendo, SM Key, and his alt. He's an extremely aggressive stalker who's been defending me and harassing people in my name for a while, despite being blocked for months and despite very clear warnings that I was going to block him. Wow, well, if both sides are calling him out right now, that guy is for sure a problem. What the F? But can we, for once, not talk about redacted or your redacted? Never. Oh my god, saying this sentence out loud is kind of gross. I love children. I love you. What do you want me to do? I want you to love me. Is that actually real or what? Yes, it is. This girl is weird. Oh no, it's a guy. I don't know a guy going by I love children. Softendo alt block it. Bro, one of his alts tried to add me and it was called I like children. I instantly knew it was soft, so I blocked it. Ew! That's so gross. Anyone know who Softendo is? I got a friend request, which I accepted, and I got sent what looks like CP. Oh my god, that shit is wild. Compiling some blue sky posts calling him out. Softendo created alts to send me death threats and talk about whacking his lil willy. I guess he thought I'd be scared or something. Lol, anyway, he did it just because I blocked him. He literally stalks Clear Sky to see who blocks him and then stalks them. What? That is insane behavior. He blocked me when I showed him screenshots of him being called out, but still sexually harasses me on his alts when I call him out for the hypocrisy. He proceeds to unblock me on his mains to defend Cyber Weasel, while still sexually harassing me on his alts. Deranged boycott behavior. Sorry to bring this motherfucker up again, but apparently they have a Discord. They tried to add me today, so just let y'all know, block him and bail. They're unhinged as hell. This person made a call-out post on Cyber Weasel. If you want to know something about Softendo, just look up their name on Blue Sky and you'll see the growing list of shit. Is Softendo and Cyber Weasel the same person? Watch list needed? Yes. This is screenshots of his alts, I guess. I'm totally not masturbating right now, tweeting at her. This is the girl that was saying that she was being, he was still harassing her on Twitter. Hi, I really, really like you. Do you seriously have no idea who I am? Seems to be a YouTube comment. You know, I want to go back in time though, to when the harassment of Pikami and Silvervale first occurred. Just for, you know, if there's some people that are still denying it, it did actually happen. This is a volcano lava hot take, but this action should be encouraged. If falsist people experience the same amount of hatred marginalized groups receive every day, they'll come to the realization that transphobes are evil individuals. This is somebody QRTing it back then. A post saying that Silvervale was brought to tears after being doxxed and harassed for playing Hogwarts Legacy. How awful. What a cruel take. Well, being a trans VTuber is about to get a lot more terrifying. Stay safe, y'all. And then it's probably screenshots of people saying bad stuff about the trans community. Can't really click on them. The fuck happened? Some people, mostly TERFs, pretending to be trans people, but still some morally fucked trans people too, mixed in to Please Don't Play the Wizard game and made it into a harassment and doxing of her / other that streamed it when the rest of us just wanted to be peaceful. I like that this person screenshotted a part of an article describing it where it says it did not seem to escalate into harassment when there's like 2 screenshots of people admitting there was harassment. It's a Kotaku article? Damn, Kotaku. Disappointing. Disappointing shit. And then, okay, so this, I was surprised because Muppet here, this is an apology that I included into one of my videos. I recognize the name and the scheme color of the PFP. This Twitlonger is one of the remaining like proof or archive. It's like a proof that there was actually harassment that happened back then, because this is somebody who sent some awful tweets and they are apologizing for it. And most of the tweets back then have been deleted, so there's not much left. But this was like always an evidence of this. And funnily enough, they're back. They're back to tweeting this shit. So basically, the apology was a lie. They said, no, you do deserve your death threats, you do deserve your suffering, you do deserve your abuse for playing this game. Congratulations, you've survived a fraction of a % of what trans folk go through on a daily basis. You want a gold star, some shit like that? So this is something they sent back then. And then their apology was, honestly, never thought I'd be making one of these, but here we go anyways. If you already know what happened, you can skip this paragraph. This is going to be a brief recap for those who don't know. I will not be going into details because the details don't matter. It's disgusting no matter what. What happened is this. Things happened. Things happened that honestly I predicted, considered I am a trans creator. You can all guess at what these things were, and I got mad, infuriated. I made the active decision to fly off the handle, and numerous times I made the active decision to keep going. Despite the infinite chances to stop, I said disgusting, horrendous things. I went 1,000 miles into territory of too far and then continued after a few thousand miles. No, I will not repeat them. They do not deserve to be repeated. I not only encouraged, but actively participated in targeted harassment, death threats, and bullying. And then lashed out at people trying to help me. There is no excuse. There's for sure some bad actors that are getting mixed into this decision. It is weird how people keep thinking that like we forgot. Every once in a while, I'll see an indie I had followed stream and then I insta-yeet them into the sun. Let this be a lesson. 9 times out of 10 corpos are not your friends. Why play the Turf Wizard game when Silsong is right there? There's an absolute graveyard of people I used to respect and used to watch thanks to this game. As soon as you ask people to give trans folks a shred of the benefit of the doubt in a material fashion, their allyship peels away like asbestos-laden wallpaper. I'm just so disappointed. How could she have not known this? This is genuinely disheartening. Knowing Hololive, when one person gets approved, then they kind of all get the shot at it. So unfortunately, it's got to be unsubbing multiple accounts, probably. I feel like this is really just an online discussion because I have a bunch of queer friends IRL, and I remember when the game just dropped and like the internet was on fire for it. I was getting calls like, yo, do you want to play Harry Potter? They like play it on console or some shit. Not an excuse, but a little clarity. The game is published by Sega in Japan, and this is for a sponsored stream for specifically the Switch 2 version. I'm guessing it's part of the deal. It's absolutely is disappointing though. That does add a lot of clarity considering she is a Saga ambassador, like you said. Not an excuse, it's just the like disappointing aspects of it all rearing its ugly head. Part of me wonders if the JP and ID talents know about Joanne's hate campaign. Like, is that information making it to their news outlet, or is it strictly English language knowledge that Harry Potter equates to transphobia thanks to her? Also, why now? The game's long past any relevance. I somehow doubt most do. I honestly believe this is a case of ignorance and not malice. But it would take someone fluent in Japanese to educate her on the situation. Someone's gotta get her a translator because holy fuck. I have trans friends IRL and no one mentioned it, and half of them are Harry Potter fans and online hate thing. Yeah, exactly, is what I'm saying. It's strictly an online hate thing. Like an online debate thing. As the years go on, I figure more people will feel comfortable streaming it because they won't get as much heat, which sucks ass. Korone was the first VTuber I super liked, but almost all my favorites now are trans and way cooler than her. I will say that VTubing as a whole has made me appreciate more VTubers and actually made me want to lurk and watch people and occasionally talk versus watching corpos where I felt like I was more of a clip watcher. All in all, I'm disappointed, but considering how much I've grown, it's more disappointment. There is no excuse for a VTuber streaming Hogwarts Legacy unsubbed. It's honestly pretty telling how the indie VTubing scene is like 45% trans woman, yet mainstream normie VTubing has none. Honestly, I feel like it says something if a scene leads extremely trans inclusive on the indie end, but people being paid for it are 100% cis. It never happens on accident. It's small media firms being aggressively transphobic. I mean, you're the last person I gotta teach about that, but still, sheesh. I'll be needing to mute this to keep my notifications from flooding, but yeah, sorry this happened, y'all. I don't know what else to say, but yeah, if Japan is really not getting enough news about this, then that's a big problem. Jolene had her Nazi campaign of eradicating against us out in the open long enough. This fucking aloofness can continue, and we have every right to be enraged by it. I mean, I understand that trans people are enraged at Jolene, as they call her. I mean, I get why they're upset at her. I don't get why they're upset at the game. I feel like it's a misdirected anger. Not an excuse, but I bet it's the same reason we're all in this mess to begin with. People are comfy and don't care to see what's going on with people unless it affects them specifically. Wow, I didn't think it would happen, but a Korone stream I have to hard skip because it's a fucking Turf Wizard game. She's being sponsored. I'm mildly disappointed she took the money, but at the same time as the Japanese corporate life. Now if she openly being like, wow, Harry Potter, I love it, then yeah, I'm eating my merch. Scratch the mildly part. Why did I say that? Fuck this franchise. Come to think of it, I was already 1 foot slightly out the door on keeping up because of life reasons, and whenever I'm thinking about people who annoy me, it's almost always dumb VTuber fans. So, okay, so I didn't realize you have to turn off QRPs individually, but also I see we're already in full swing, so fuck it. Trashing the merch it is. Damn, poor merch. At least donate it. Yeah, fake fans. Okay, so this person tweeted, Hololive Korone is being cancelled by the trans community. I don't like the way that was worded, because it's not like the trans community that's canceling her. It's like Twitter weirdos. Can we be real about this for like 1 second? I feel like tweets worded like this, you know, it's a touchy, sensitive topic, and I think it's gonna bring a lot of hate towards the actual trans community. But most trans people, like, they don't give a shit about the game. At least the ones that I know IRL. Yeah, it's a vocal minority. They love to co-opt communities, exactly. The Softendo guy is the biggest example of that. I mean, Bint even said it. He pretends to care about social justice stuff just to harass people. And I've seen a lot of schizzos like that. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button. And I'll see you in the next video.